Matt Palmer.
Oh.
Matt Palmer's looking at the list of songs, and,
Yes.
he just goes, "Oh, good luck to all the little girls." And I'm like, I love it how you refer to each Ariana Grande song as a little girl.
I feel like that's how she views them as well, you know?
My little girls.
The little children she's created throughout her career. It's been many years and many little girls.
Many little girls.
Many
little
little
girls. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Two Gay Mats. It is Matt Steele.
And it's Matt Palmer.
And we are anticipating a wonderful album coming from Miss Ariana Grande later
we are.
this month.
This month, the
End of
31st.
The 31st, basically August.
Okay.
I mean, we'll call that August. So we were like in anticipation for that. We've never done an Ariana Grande specific bracket video
It's true.
before. So why not do that? Why not do a bracket of her? They're not all singles on
They're
here.
mostly singles. There's like one or two that, you know, are just like
Songs that should have been singles?
songs that should have been
Yes.
singles. Maybe right now is a good time to jump back into the brackets with Miss Grande herself.
I'm very excited. Also, he's going out of town. I'm going out of town. We got to film this video ahead of time.
Two things can be true.
Convenient.
Yeah.
We came up with a wonderful bracket. Matt
did.
Palmer, he printed it out.
I did, but we were running out of ink, so I had to write.
You
the
know
ones
what?
on the
We do what we
left.
can, and
do.
as a sort of like a notepad to put it on. We're using it on. We're putting it on a Men of the Islands calendar.
Oh my! I did not know that.
That my friend Matt Bridges gave me for Christmas
Wow.
in 2025.
Well, Merry Christmas to you and the Island Boys.
So look at, we have all the girls and we have all the little boys.
Okay, I don't know
Love
if they're
it.
little.
They're big. All the little girls and all the big boys.
Okay, let's move on. All right, we're starting top left. I actually do like both of these songs. I feel like oftentimes when we get to the top left, we have a really great one and then one that's meh. But honestly, Aria's great shit, like singles-wise, song-wise, all through. So I think this is a really tougher bracket than most.
It really is. Like,
right?
I'm looking at all of these songs and I'm just like, I like all of them.
That's the thing. And so at the top left, we have We Can't Be Friends from Eternal Sunshine, and we have Break Free, one of her biggest dance hits, collaboration with Zedd. I think it was her second album era, right? This was on the same album with Love Me Harder and One Last Time.
Break Free was back when music was still that, but it was also when music was still noisy.
Yes, that's true.
It was a lot of like, and man, what a great time.
It really was great. And she is like singing at the top of her range throughout this song. Like, I feel like she later on finds a sound of her own that's a little less like screamy, belty, skrelty. But I do love it listening back.
There's nothing wrong with screaming belty scrouty if you can scream and belt and scrowl.
Hello, and she is someone who absolutely can.
Yeah.
So absolutely got to give all props to Break Free because it's excellent. But
Remember when we said, ooh, we love music from like back in the early 2010s and everything?
Yes.
This song is an exception.
Exception.
This is one of the, in my opinion, best songs of the 2020s.
I mean, the wonderful thing about this channel is like I love that we have the recording of the first time we heard We Can't Be Friends.
When that chorus
chorus
in.
hit, and we were just like, wait.
You're
like, wait.
We heard the sound of a gay boy's heartbeat.
We did. It's the Dancing on My Own-esque, Robin-esque beat that will always lift us off the ground. It is devastating. It's heartbreaking, the fact that she is talking essentially to her fans like, you know what? We can't be friends because I've seen how you fucking talked about me through this Ethan Slater bullshit. And you know what? Me and my truth will sit in silence. Which I love that. I love that that's her new, like, on tour, like her Beyonce World Stop thing, where everyone has to get quiet now during that part of the tour.
Beautiful.
It's beautiful, and it wins. Like,
sorry.
I'm sorry, Break Free. We do love you, but We Can't Be Friends is one of her best singles. All right. We're ready for round two.
Yeah.
We have Supernatural from Eternal Sunshine, and then we have Honeymoon Avenue, the first track on her first album, Yours Truly.
Both lovely songs.
Lovely. I am personally not the biggest fan of Yours Truly as an album, but Honeymoon Avenue has been my favorite from that album forever. Like the way it opens, the strings, her vocal on it, the production, which was done by the Rascals, which is a producing duo, which includes Leon Thomas, who's now, you know, giant musician in his own right. I just remember that song really being the highlight for me from that album. Because again, Yours Truly has some great stuff, absolutely, but as a Mariah fan, it was clearly...
It took you a while to break in.
It took me a while to break in, but also this is clearly her most like I'm going for Mariah in sound album. And it's just like once you get a little too close, it's just like the Uncanny Valley. Where
It's
like,
more so you're just like, what's going on here?
it's that and it's Uncanny Valley of like you're close but not quite, so it's gross to me.
I don't feel as strongly about Yours
Yes.
Truly as he does. I think it's a lovely album.
Yeah.
And Honeymoon Avenue, it's like her first track on her first album. It's kind of our introduction to her.
Yeah.
And honestly, I would put it over. I do like Supernatural.
I like Supernatural
quite
too.
a lot. I think
do
it's a
too.
very strong track on Eternal Sunshine. One of the best tracks I think on. I really enjoy it.
Yeah.
However, Honeymoon Avenue does have that little throwbacky sound that she loves doing. I remember when she played Glinda, and I remember the first time I heard her sing Still Hurting from the last 5 years, and I was just like, this is what you love to sing.
Yeah.
This is what you are a musical theater girl. You are in your bedroom every day singing the last 5 years score. Like, I get it.
You and I both, babe.
You're rehearsing lines to Glinda before you ever got the part.
Yes.
This is in your bones. And I
Yes.
feel like Honeymoon Avenue is kind of like, it gives a sense of that musical, even though it's not like, I wouldn't call it like a musical theater song. There is a pastiche sense to it. And I think she works well in that lane.
Yes.
I don't think everybody has that. Sometimes I think when someone does pastiche, I'm like, oof.
I mean, whenever Bruno Mars does anything, you're like, ooh.
but Bruno Mars is great at pastiche.
He is.
And she is great at pastiche.
Right. I'm sorry. I just had a thought while you were talking.
Yeah.
Should I have put Twilight Zone on here instead of Supernatural?
Yeah.
Okay.
Too late now.
But we'll just say we won't change it. But like, if it was Twilight Zone versus Honeymoon Avenue, what are you picking? That's what I'm saying. Like, the thing is, that fucking deluxe on Eternal Sunshine is
very good. And Twilight Zone, we reacted to it here. It's on our
did.
Patreon.
I think it's on our Patreon.
Oh, guys, check that out. If you haven't become a patron yet, that is on our Patreon.
It is.
I remember the first time I heard Twilight Zone, I was like, this is nice. And then as time went on, I was like,
no, this is excellent.
I was like, wait.
I know.
Should we switch? I feel bad for Supernatural.
I do too,
though.
but like, does it win? Does it go to the next round? Twilight Zone over Honeymoon?
It might.
I think we got it.
Oh, wow.
I can't believe we have 2 Eternal Sunshine tracks at the top left.
We have never done this on a 2 Gay Mats bracket video where we like scrapped our original bracket and replaced
we had
it.
a third option just because I was like trying to get all the albums represented a bit, and I just didn't think about brighter days ahead. And Twilight Zone's so fucking good.
I know. So Supernatural and Honeymoon Avenue, those 2 little girls are just like, what the fuck?
They deserved more, but it did come to my mind, and I had to let it out. I had to let it out.
Fair.
Okay.
And these songs aren't alive. They don't have feelings. We have
don't.
to remind ourselves that.
They don't. Next up, 2 albums that have not been mentioned yet. We have POV from Positions.
My favorite track on Positions, I would say.
An excellent track on Positions.
Yeah.
And then we have Touch It from Dangerous Woman.
Which is an album track,
It
never
is
a single.
an album track, not a single, but it's like a fan favorite and a favorite of mine. POV, I feel like we're also, not to just talk about albums of hers that we're not the hugest fans of, but we're not the biggest Positions people in general. But when you get to the end of that album and you get to POV, it's just like finally hearing Balladeer Ariana. It just is like, it's like at the end of Reputation when you get to New Year's Day where it's like, oh, there she is.
And a slight little throwback. Like a
Yes.
slight little, like we're going back in time a little bit. Like,
Yes.
So I think it very, very much works. I think it's
Yes.
very strong. But man, Touch is good.
Oh my God. The thing is about Touch It is it reminds me of like Into You if it was just a little bit more of a ballad. The melodies all incredible. That pre into that chorus, stunning. The production is so icy but cool.
Yeah.
Like I feel like
She's gritty. Like you can tell she wants it.
I know. It feels like the best parts of Dangerous Woman to
Sure.
me are in this song and another song that'll come up a
All
bit
right.
later.
I say justice for Touch It.
I say Justice for Touch It. I can't believe a non-single has gotten to round 2.
Should have been a single.
It
Should have been a
been.
single.
We have 2 title tracks next to each other. I'm just realizing.
Yeah.
We have Dangerous Woman versus Thank You Next.
I am of the, I guess a lot of people will call this wrong opinion. I'm not in love with Thank You Next. I think it's.
Did I know that?
Yes.
I forgot it because it's wrong.
Sorry. The album. Yes, I'm in love with it. It's her best album,
Yes.
I think, in my opinion. But the title track, the first single off that, I was always kind of like, this is cute. This is cute. I don't hate it. I feel like it was the first like huge Ariana Grande song that everyone was like, she is officially stamp her a big pop star.
Yeah.
Because every other one it was like, she's becoming a pop star. This is the one where it's like, nope, here she is. I was always kind of like, okay, this one, all right.
It's not just this, but the fact that the lyrics are so pointedly like
Sure.
we're naming names here, it almost feels a bit like Girl So Confusing, which
Okay.
you know I love. Like, let's get to it. Who are we talking about? What are we talking about?
Oh, and it's she follows like the Taylor Swift of sorts, just like we will talk. This is a real story.
Yes.
And we are all invested in this lore.
Yes.
And that is a part of the reason why I think the song is like so successful.
Yes.
So very, very smart and everything. I do like Dangerous Woman. Quite a bit.
Yeah.
But even though I'm not the biggest Thank You Next stan, I will put Thank You Next over Dangerous Woman.
I think that's fair. I think Thank You Next was like a career turning point
That's,
for her.
yes, that's what I mean. I shouldn't say it was like, oh, her first big hit or whatever.
Right.
I think it was the point her carear sort of like shifted
Yes.
into like, oh, she's here to stay.
Yes, like she's not just like another pop girl. Like, no, she's like
Yeah.
an icon almost. And Dangerous Woman I've always liked, but I've always preferred the album to the single. And it's like, it's kind of the way you talk about Thank You Next. I feel like she sounds great, and like there are like a cappella versions of her singing that where it's like great vocal, but the song itself never super moved me.
Okay.
So I'm good with Thank You Next as well.
I'm good with it too.
Thank you. Next. Next is One Last Time from that My Everything album, and The Way from her first album.
Well, we all know that I love One Last Time
And
so much.
I would like us to give, even though I did just say I didn't like when she was too close to Mariah, I love The Way.
You do.
Always loved The Way. I think it is so cute and melodic, and I guess because it's an era of Mariah that is not often referenced, and that it's charm bracelet sounding, but like fun and immediate and up tempo, but also breezy, and like the Mac Miller feature. I just feel like it was a great turn, especially after she would put out like Put Your Hearts Up or whatever, like, you know, Nickelodeon nonsense that she put out beforehand. This was very much like, oh no, I'm a real artist.
It's not nonsense. The kids deserve fun too.
I mean,
okay?
Put Your Hearts Up is pretty bad.
I've never heard it. But
Yeah.
The Way, I will say, even though The Way isn't my favorite, I will say it was a very sophisticated choice
Yes.
for a debut single
For
for
sure.
an artist, even though that other song came out first, whatever. But like debut as like an artist for young adults,
Yes.
and adults and
Yes.
everything, all of the above. Because especially at the time, 2013, it was loud. It was
Yeah.
loud sounds.
was.
And this was sort of like a slipping in through the side door,
Yes.
slinky, breezy, which is not what we were doing in 2013. But yet it was still so good.
Yes.
So I really appreciate the fact that The Way exists and that it is her debut single. However, One Last Time is my second favorite Ariana Grande song of all time. So I'm picking One Last Time. It's emotional. It's cathartic. It's devastating. It's
And
great.
The melody and production and lyric, it's just like, it's unimpeachable how good that song is. The high points are so fucking high on My Everything,
Yes.
and One Last Time is a part of that.
Yeah, absolutely. It's kind of like the We Can't Be Friends before We Can't Be Friends came out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Needy, which was, I don't think, an official single or kind of a single. She sang it on Jimmy Fallon, I believe.
Okay.
And then also Breathin' from Sweetener. Needy, I fucking love.
I love Needy.
Like the
Needy's
vocal on
great.
Needy is incredible, and like the sentiment, the production is lovely. I do think Breathin' is a high point of Sweetener.
Absolutely, and I think the production is beautiful on
Yeah.
Breathin', and and it's another one that like feels emotional.
Yeah.
There's heft to it and
Yes.
everything. This is a toss up
This
for
is a
me because
toss-up
I
for
do
you?
really like both. So what are your thoughts?
I think before I listened to them again, I would have said Breathin', but then I listened to Needy again.
All right.
I really fucking love
Sweetener
Needy.
has its stands out there, and they're gonna be
It
mad at
does.
you.
I'm sorry, but Sweetener, you know, at least it was represented in the bracket at all.
Hey, you're welcome.
Next up, we have Break Up With Your Girlfriend, I'm Bored, and her version of Good Night and Go by Imogen Heap, which a Matt Steele
we
fave.
love.
Yeah, and we do love.
We
I love
love.
both versions of that.
And I'm pissed at this pairing because I don't know what the fuck to pick because I
know.
love Good Night and Go.
I
I
know.
love her
I
Good Night and
know.
Go. People are probably pissed that like of all the Sweetener songs, like this is on there instead of like God Is a Woman and
Oh, right.
and
No Tears Left to
No
Cry.
Tears Left to Cry.
Good Night and Go is so good.
Break Your Girlfriend.
It's
yeah,
great.
yeah.
It's
I'm
great.
bored.
It's fun.
great.
It is singable and just like it's hilarious and messy.
And Thank You Next is her best album.
Thank You Next is an incredible album. I think I might say
Let's do it for the fun.
what?
Good Night and Go.
Yeah, I think so.
Come on, like-
come on.
Yeah, Break Up With Your Girlfriend's more immediate and everything.
Oh my God, did all of the non-singles make it to round two?
Of course they did.
Of course they did. We like what we like. All right, we have our final matchup of material for first round. We have Problem, first single from that My Everything album.
Which I feel like was a problem for you because you were still trying to be like, oh, I don't like her. And then when Problem came out, you were like, okay, the song is good. The song is good. The music video looks too much like Mariah's
Hey.
All I Want for Christmas Is You video.
That video cannot be found on our YouTube channel anymore, so we'll never know what I said there. But yes, Problem with Iggy Azalea and Into You. Problem is great. It also
great.
was another, I feel like, turning point where it's like, okay, she's a capital H hit maker with this song.
And I will say, out of all the songs that came out in 2014, Problem is the song that sounds the most 2014.
Okay.
Like that year specifically.
Right.
For some reason. It's like
Interesting.
it was like the transition from 2013 to 2015 is very subtle.
Yeah.
And to me, that is what the sound is.
Even more so than Fancy itself.
Yeah,
Oh,
I would say
interesting.
so.
All right.
I think when I think of 2014 in like pop culture and music, I think Problem and Fancy, but like mostly Problem.
I think that's
Yeah.
fair. Problem's incredible.
Yeah.
But Into You is just that fucking girl. Like the fact that this is a single of hers that underperformed at the time, and I think is now currently in like her top 10 Spotify tracks because of how loved it has been, like just in the past. Like people are finally realizing like, wait, we should have given that song more. She was going through some management changes, I think, around that time. And it took me a second. It took me.
Even you were like needed some time with
I
it because
did.
when we reacted to it on 2 Gay Mats, we were like, yeah, it's good, cute,
good,
whatever,
cute,
you know
yes.
about. But then like probably like the next day, you were
Yeah.
like, I retract.
I retract.
How like lackluster my reaction was because this song is fucking.
I'm already
everything.
writing Into You down.
All
Sorry,
right, Problem.
Very good,
Very good.
song there,
Yes.
for sure. All right, back to round 2. It's a tough one. 2 Eternal Sunshines.
Battling it out.
Duking
Duking it out.
We have We Can't Be Friends versus Twilight Zone.
Yeah, Twilight Zone took me a second, but We Can't Be Friends was like, this is it immediately.
It's so immediate. It is so perfect as a song. Like this is the kind of music that I want her to make more of, and like I hope that we get some of this sound on the album because this sound feels signature. It feels like her, but also reminds you of great art from the past. It's nostalgic and it's personal. It really checks all the boxes. Twilight Zone is a moment though, and if you haven't listened to it recently, go back and listen to it.
It's you.
Right? Touch It versus Thank You Next.
Touch It versus the.
Interesting.
I want to go Touch It just because I love it.
Yes.
But like you. But I'm like objectively it's Thank You Next. I get it.
But
this isn't an objective channel.
It's not. This is 2 Gay Mats,
This is
babe.
our
us.
decision.
It is weird. I mean, again, we can't think about it like this, like thinking in the future. There's a world in which no Thank You Next songs get to round 2.
Well, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's weird.
That's weird because it's a great album.
Yeah.
But Touch It wins.
Okay.
Who knew? Next up, we have One Last Time versus Needy.
One last time.
Oh!
I love you, Needy.
Wow.
You did great, girl.
Needy is also great.
Yeah. But we know what's going on
Wow,
here.
no Thank You Next.
That's
songs
crazy
in
because it's her best
It's
album.
her best album. Good Night and Go, Into You.
Good Night and Go. You did good.
You really did.
You did good.
And we love you.
Love you so much, but baby, I have to say,
baby.
out of any bracket video we have ever made, I
Yeah.
think this is the top 4 that I am just like, yes, this is the correct top 4 of a bracket.
I agree with that. I mean, I feel like there have been other brackets where I feel like there's been more arguments that we've had during brackets because sometimes you were fighting for something that I didn't.
Sure,
believe
yeah,
in.
or like sometimes like I let you do something that I didn't necessarily want you to do, but I think we can all agree.
I think
or by all of us, and us
us
too.
too. I mean, the comments are gonna rip us to shreds.
Sure,
I'm
whatever. But we can both agree like this
is
is
it.
a top 4 we can both agree with.
Yes, we can stand behind this.
Yes.
Touch It. You did such a good
You
job.
did.
You made it so far for a song that wasn't even a single, and I think it's a song that Ariana doesn't even like that much. Which
Girl.
is, girl, let's open our ears. You did a beautiful job all the way through.
But baby,
We
baby,
cannot
baby,
be friends,
baby.
though. That's the one to beat.
No.
Are you ready to say goodbye to One Last Time?
I am.
Because I know you love it, and I feel like you like Into You, but not as much as the general public.
Into You
And
is in my
third.
top 3.
It is.
I mean, granted, We Can't Be Friends, One Last Time, and Into You are my top 3.
Which is
Ariana
why you
Grande
agreed
songs,
on this top
which is
4 so
why I
much.
agreed on the top 4 so much, and also Touch It's a classic. And I would say I personally am more moved by One Last Time than
Yes.
Into You and everything, but I'm not gonna be angry about Into You beating One Last Time.
I mean, the at the end where those melodies come, so come light me up. Like it's just the every single moment. Again, we were talking about this when we were listening to Daydream the other day. But there's every single moment of Into You is a hook, and there's hooks till the very end. The ad libs are hooks. It's brilliant. It's perfect songwriting, and this is the top 2,
baby,
for good fucking
a
reason.
fabulous top 2. Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to make a suggestion.
Yes, what's your
We here
suggestion?
at 2 Gay Mats, we often say that we like math.
We do.
I know Into You is your favorite Ariana Grande song. Don't
Yes.
pretend like it's not.
I do love We Can't Be Friends.
Yes, I know. We Can't Be Friends is my favorite Ariana Grande
Yes.
song.
Yes.
My top 3, it's We Can't Be Friends, one last time, Into You.
Yeah.
What would your rank
Oh.
because if we're doing We Can't Be Friends is my number 1, and if We Can't Be Friends is your number 2, and Into You is my number 3, if we're doing like averages here.
Did you think about this before?
I sure did.
Oh, you bitch. Oh, because I could lie, but I can't lie. It's my number 2. We Can't Be Friends is my number 2. It's excellent. It's beautiful. It is heartbreaking. It is personal. Into You as a feat of engineering, like a pop music like structure is better, I would say, just like on paper and like in sound, but like there's a meaning that comes through with We Can't Be Friends that like I understand why it's your number 1.
And I understand why Into You is your number 1.
Oh gosh, I miss you, Into You.
But baby, we did it.
And
We
imagine
did it.
Ariana has put out so much music. Imagine a song from her most recent album being the best song of her entire career.
Out of control.
I can't wait for Petal.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what Petal, if it throws off our top 3s. Because if she has a song as good as Into You or We Can't Be Friends or fucking One Last Time.
I'll take or touch it.
Or touch it. Yes, touch it. Oh, guys, tell us below what you think of the video, how you feel about the bracket. If you agree with the results there, make sure to follow us on social media at Matt Palmer Music.
And it's Matt Steele.
And at 2 Gay Mats for both of us. If you enjoy us, we also have a podcast that comes out every single Monday. Wherever you get your podcasts, we actually do a little live moment before premiering it every Sunday night at 6:30 p.m. Pacific. We'd love to see you there. And if you really enjoy us, go to patreon.com/2gaymats where you can get extra bonus content from us so very regularly, including our reaction to the full Brighter Days Ahead visual EP moment from, last year or whatever. Into Matt Steele.
Or whatever.
Matt Steele.
Yeah.
Who do we need to give shout outs to?
We need to give a shout out to our legendary patrons.
Yes.
And their names are Harrison Tash, Holly, Heather, Ruben, Brandon, Jacob, Jen, Joan, and Dr. Woods.
Oh, thank you all for being legendary patrons. And thank all of you for watching. We'll be back soon with more 2 Gay Mats.
Bye, guys.
Bye.